All right. Welcome to Beer, Booze, and BS. We are here today on a Sunday, beautiful day in Minnesota at Frontier Liquor. We have somebody special here today from Nashville, Tennessee. He is originally from Isanti, but he has moved to Nashville. How many years ago, Troy?
12
years ago. So Troy Castellano is here with us today.
Hey guys.
And obviously Paulie is my sidekick here and he's with us as well.
Oi.
And we're going to catch up with Troy and talk about his music career and go back in time and kind of reminisce a little bit about the old days of Isanti and
yeah, just a couple years.
Yeah, just a few. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great to be here,
thanks.
as they say.
Yeah. So, Troy started out. What was your first?
Did you do your
band?
research?
I did.
All right.
What did you? What was Bad Jack your first band?
No, I dabbled in a couple other little bands. My first band was called Live Wire.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we used to play like Barbara Jeans. Or it was called McWilliams way back then.
Barbara Jeans. So I have Bad Jack. No, maybe I didn't do my research.
But yeah, really
Bad Jeans.
Bad Jack was our kind of popular one around here. Yep.
So what I have is you have opened for Cheap Trick.
Oh yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Styx.
Yep.
Warrant.
Yep.
Slaughter.
Yep.
FireHouse.
Yep.
And played guitar on Tommy Lee's Methods of Mayhem.
Yep.
The album.
Yeah, it was a public disservice announcement. Yeah.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It was called Methods of Mayhem, a public disservice announcement.
That was the name of the album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking gangster.
That's total gangster. Like, oh my God. So tell us about Tommy Lee. I mean, because he's the...
Well, you know, okay.
What was he like to work with?
Well, this might be a long-winded story, but I got to tell you, like, how that happened. It was a Guitar Center flyer they would put in the mail, and on the back it said, "Make a record with Tommy Lee."
And
it was like, it was like, go to this website. So this is 2010. Go to this website, download the bass, drums, guitar, and vocal to our song, and then you put what you want on it, mix it in, send it back to us. If we like it, we might use it.
Really?
You know? And this went on for 10 months. Like they put out 12 songs, and then right away, the first song, I just ripped all their guitars out and put my stuff in there. And then by the second song, so he'd do these little shout outs on social media, like, "Hey man, we're listening to tracks."
Now, what year is this?
2010.
2010. Okay.
So he'd do these little video shout outs, and he's like, "Hey, we're listening to the tracks that come in," and you know, my name kept coming up every time. About the third song, the producer calls me and says, "Dude," and his name's Scott Humphrey. He produced all of the Rob Zombie stuff and Power.
Nice. Yeah.
He played on them. He played some keys on the Metallica Black album. But Scott Humphrey, big time producer, but he calls and says, "Dude, everything you're playing's coming through our screeners, and we're just loving it." And it's like, yeah, he goes, "What else do you do?" I said, "Well, I do web design, you know." And then he goes, "Hey, Tommy, this guy does web design, you know." And then he puts Tommy on the phone. He says, "Hey, dude, can you pimp out my page?" You know, so I
Seriously?
Ended up doing a little bit of web design. He gave me his passwords and stuff, and ended up doing some web design for his page during this whole process, you know. And then, so the deal was, after this 10 months, they weren't going to tell you if you made it or not. You just had to go buy the record. So that was a little ploy,
shifty fuckers.
Sure.
But I had a pretty good idea because they were liking it. But anyway.
So you didn't find out till the record came out?
No, I got heads up because I would go to California. I'd go to LA. I was trying to make contacts in Los Angeles. But Scott said to me, he says, "Hey, dude, when you're coming out here, do you want to come over to Tommy's and listen to the record?" And I go, "Hell yeah, you know."
Duh.
Yeah.
So,
nah, fuck that. Who wants
Tommy
to do
lives
that?
in Calabasas.
Fuck.
It's
Are you serious,
the one house.
motherfucker?
Well, there's one in Cribs that was an older one, but there was a second Cribs they did.
Yeah.
That was the house I was in.
Nice.
The one with the atrium in the middle, and his studio's in the basement. But yeah, you know, so I go to his house. I have a friend that lived here. Actually, her name was Amanda Harris, and I'm like, Amanda was a really great young singer. She was signed to like Epic Records at 16. She was from Isanti.
She was?
Yeah.
Really?
And then she had a
Right?
really killer rock band. And well, anyway, she moved to Los Angeles 4 years prior. And then anyway, I called her up and I said, hey, can you give me a ride to Tommy Lee's, you know? So, and she had such a crush on Tommy Lee. She's a hard rocker. So she loved.
Like me with Kid Rock.
She's like, we got to stop. Ralph's is a grocery store and they have liquor in there. She's like, we got to stop at Ralph's. I need a little bump before I go into this house. You know?
Before she meets him.
Yep. So anyway, she gave us a ride there and I walked into Scott introduced me like, Tommy was sitting on the couch doing an interview with, Anthony Bose is his name. He wrote the Slash biography, the Nikki Sixx biography.
He's a writer.
Nice.
Yeah, Tommy Land book. So and Rolling Stone writer. So I met Anthony and I go, hey Tommy, pleasure to meet you, man. And I said, I heard the record's done and it's all mixed. And he says, yeah, dude, you're all over it. So he's like, we go down to the studio and first track they crank up. I'm like, that's my riff. That's my riff.
How cool is that?
So it really I think about 30 people made it on there. Some people made it on there with just claps, you know.
What the fuck?
Somebody got on there by opening a can of beer.
Okay.
But mine was all chorus guitar parts.
Badass.
So yeah.
That is so cool. What a cool
And then-
story.
Yeah,
And
no
then,
shit, right?
So how did you feel in that moment? Like when you're in Tommy Lee's fucking house in Calabasas, California, like was that like I made it moment for you? Kind of, sort of.
I feel like
When
it
you're-
would be.
For me, it would be.
When-
You're like,
Fuck yeah.
when you're in the moment and you don't realize, you kind of look back and go, wow, like, that's pretty amazing. But
that is amazing.
you know what? I guess I was probably a little reserved, a little like, there's a video of us in his studio. He comes walking by me. He will lick you if he likes you. So he licks me.
That too, though.
He sticks his finger in my nose. And
that's
pulls it
gross.
and then I'm like, but anyway.
I have licked a few faces in my life.
Oh yeah. But I guess, it was really cool. I was just sitting there soaking it all in. I mean, I'm looking at all the Motley Crue gold records and
Right.
sitting in his studio.
That'd be
and
fucking
I'm like,
sick.
So that was that after
we
Pam?
drank a bottle of
Probably.
Crown, we sat there. Like, I got to tell you, honestly, I thought in the late 90s, I thought Tommy was a bit of a, I don't know, I didn't really care for him because he was all over the spotlight, and like there was that.
He's a shower.
He was like, that was all about him and Pam. And then it was that Tommy goes back to school. And it was just, I think it was one of those things like I was just seeing him too much and like, get out of my face,
Right.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
over it.
Then as I got to know him that little bit, it's like, he's a really
Down to earth.
yeah, and a good dude and friendly. He's not a mean bone and not a douche, It's like we talked about. He loves everything from Sinatra to Metallica to Deadmau5. He
just loves music,
yeah,
as you do.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like that's where we really connected on our conversation.
Sure.
It's like talking about just music, man. What moves you? What makes you feel good? What inspires you? What makes you want to create?
Looking back, like when did you know or when did you feel like where did the music like hit you? Was it at a very, very young age? It was. Okay.
1 year old, like looking.
So now, is there music history in your family?
No.
Nothing.
I just, we had that big old console record player,
Mhm.
and I remember like barely standing over. I have a great story about this console because I have it, and it
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
So, but I remember looking at the records, like probably
Spinning.
barely stand, and it was probably a Disney record or
Yeah.
something.
Sure.
But I'd just like sit there and watch it, and I'd just like hear the music, and music with infants. I'll probably get into a lot of tangents here, but like infants and
We do
kids
that.
and music, like when I go play somewhere, if it's a family friendly and they got kid, that little 6-month-old in the chair just.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just perks up.
And they just are mesmerized.
Yeah.
And it's
But a
because of that
lot of
sound.
kids are into that, I remember
But-
just a lot of toddlers and stuff are like, oh yeah, they dance and they love the music, but like it's in your soul.
Yeah.
Like for
So
sure.
it was there from day one. I don't know why. I mean, I remember telling my mom, like at 3 years old, I want a guitar. I want a guitar.
Really?
So
what age did you start learning guitar?
Probably 10.
Okay.
Got a couple of lessons from a school teacher.
You did? Okay.
Learned to play Country Roads.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I mean, I wasn't very good. And then about 14 or 15, I was playing an AC/DC record, you know, and I got my guitar and I hear da na na da na na, you know, fuck. But I'm like da, 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 like my ears started to hear. Okay, now I can hear it. So I just learned by ear, but that was it. It's like as soon as I learned a few chords in my ear, then I just play records or cassettes and just listen and learn.
Listened. Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
So that's an amazing talent.
Yeah, isn't it way more impressive to be able to just play by ear? Like you hear someone play something and then you can just hear that and do that exact same thing without actually reading music.
Exactly.
So
it doesn't take me very long to tear a song down.
Is there some certain name for that, or is it called something?
It's just ear training, learning. Like I guess it has to do with pitch, you know, like hearing notes. But now,
what do you feel like when you like? There's these musical proteges or whatever that are like 5 years old that can play like Mozart, you know, and shit like that. Like, what do you think of that?
People share that with me all the time. It blows my mind, and it's like, you know, some people are just born with it. They visually, mentally can see all the notes.
Yeah.
And it's like a savant thing almost sometimes.
I kind of feel like it's reincarnation.
I actually hate them.
Right. Oh, shit.
You know?
I kind of feel like it's reincarnation, though, that, you know, that person is someone that was very musically inclined in another life. You know?
Came back
they just
as
came
Sinatra,
back and like, because there's...
Or some shit like that.
Like you're 3 and you're playing... you know, these crazy piano tunes riffs, or whatever, you know, it's like, God dang.
Did you hear what I said? I really hate them little son of bitches.
Those little son of bitches.
I worked hard and you just
I know.
Right?
I know. I'm not, but no, man, it's impressive. It really is. It's like,
or these, you see, I mean, obviously with technology nowadays and like YouTube, which is at the, you know, tip of our phones every second of the day, you know, you see these kids that are like I said, 7, 8, 9 years old that are just ripping, like they're playing, you know, these guitars like they've been playing them their entire lives and they're only 10.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure some of it's probably genetic. Some of it is, you know, it's just, you know, planted by God. Like it's there. And, you know, it's like, I wish I had that, you know?
No shit, right?
I wish I could sing.
I still have to work hard at it.
I took voice lessons for a while, and I'm just like...
Did you?
I did, yep. Just only a couple of years ago. And she, honest to God, the lady said, the voice coach said, she's like, you have octaves like Mariah Carey. I'm like, really? She goes, you have such a range or range like Mariah Carey. She goes, you can go so high. But I don't know. It's the tuning for me that I obviously need to work on. But I love to sing though. So let's go back a little bit to our Isanti days. What year did you graduate?
I didn't graduate.
Why didn't you?
But
what
84. Yeah.
Oh, so you were 84. So you were just a year older than me.
You were 86 or 85.
86. Yep. I was 86. So, you met Jeannie, your wife, in what year?
Oh, you know what? We met. It sounds weird because we're young, but she was like 12. I had just turned 15.
Okay.
Little arcade on Main Street.
Oh, yeah. And Isanti.
Yeah. And we had our little, you know, summer kind of
summer love. Yeah.
Nothing too serious, but that was the first time. I remember I was like trying to impress her by getting the high scores on all of the
video games,
Centipede and Defender and Asteroids, and you could put 3 initials.
Asteroids,
TNJ, and then she'd come in, I'd go check it out.
TNJ.
Look what I did!
Yeah, spent $1,000 in quarters,
right?
Yeah.
But and then she moved away. I mean, no. actually, we broke up because she like found out I was smoking cigarettes, and she, she maybe was closer to 13, but like I'm 15, so I'm starting smoking cigarettes. Yeah. And then I always say that I got a bad haircut, looked like Peter Tork from the Monkees, kind of like now. Oh, no. but and then she goes, I don't want to go with you anymore, and then so fast forward 3 years later, I'm 18 and she's 15, and we're at a little keg party. Yeah. And she come walking in with her friend Kathy Nielsen. Yep. And then I'm just like, just smitten all over again. And she's beautiful, clearly. And that's all I needed. Yep. But the big hair. Yeah. I kind of did that today. I was like, I'm going to do some big hair today back in the... Looks great, by the way. So, and then, then, she come from a broken family. Mm-hmm. I had lived on my own since I was 16. You did? Yeah, she moved in. I did not know that. So I think I was 18 and she moved in with me at 16. Like we needed each other. Yeah. Really. So why were you on your own at 16? My choice, I guess. I got like every typical teenager, got caught with weed, got caught with drinking. My dad was always really cool about it. He's like, if he busts me, he's like, don't bring this shit in my house, but don't tell your mom. Yep. But when my mom found out, basically it came down to this. The first time was like, you can either go to treatment. I was 15 the first time. You can either go to treatment or get out. Oh. I said, I can get out. I was working at the charcoal plant, making like $400 a month. A month? Yeah. Really? Like, back then, yeah. Fuck. And so I ended up living with a friend of mine. That didn't go too well. We ended up hating each other, but for a couple months. And then my mom and dad said, come back home. And I came home. And by that time, I had got my license. And it was the same old story. It's like, you got to be home by 11. I'd be home at 2 and be drunk and just... So that's again, you can either get your shit together or get out. Yeah, I said, I'm out. I got kicked out of school too. Part of it was fighting and then skipping school. Oh yeah, and I think you and I skipped together. Oh, did we? I seen Ronnie Weiss was at your show last night, and I'm like, me and Ronnie used to skip all the time back in the day. And it was like, no interest in that. And then the charcoal plant boss goes, I hear you're not going to school. So I worked for Royal Oak Charcoal, if anybody knows that charcoal. But he's like, I heard you're not going to school. You want to work full time? Well, now I'm bringing, $800 a month home and have my own wheels. And that was it. I think I rented a little cabin on Speck Lake, Buckhorn, like $300 a month. Yeah. It was $300 a month. Well, I moved out at 16 as well, but I had a child. I got pregnant at 16. Yeah. But I moved out, but I was back and forth, in and out of my parents' house, due to breaking up, whatever with Dan at the time. Our generation was just like we wanted to be out. That's that song "Hell We Raised." Yes. We wanted to grow up in such a hurry. Yeah. That was the truth. Now the generation is like, how long can I live at home? Exactly. Yeah, no shit, isn't right? It crazy? Yeah. My neighbor, his kid's like 20, 21, just moved back home. What would you do going back though? Now it's nowadays and we're 16, 17 years old. Would you stay or would you move out? We made it harder on ourselves. I would probably move out because it would be the same conflict with my parents. They didn't have any... don't get me wrong, they were great. We made we made hard amends after I became 18, but between 14 and 18 was just like, they're just don't. Yeah. I don't know, but what would I do? I guess I'd still want to be independent. I'm still that person. Yeah. Because I look back and I'm like, I think I probably would too. But I'm like, God, I was dumb. I should have just stayed at home, lived rent fucking free. Yeah. Dude, if I my parents weren't strict, so I was kind of doing whatever I wanted anyways. But my parents, I was always cool with my parents. Yeah. Like, I moved out 3 months after I graduated, moved to Duluth, and I've been on my own ever since. But it's like I graduated. Dad's like $300. I'm like, for fucking what? He's like,
Rent's due, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
So when I found that out, I'm like, fuck this. If I got to pay rent, I might as well be out on my own. I got to listen to you fuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah, I moved out as soon as I could, but knowing what I know now, I would have fucking lived there as long as I could. I would have banked everything I
your
could.
money.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I think. I was
But
like,
my parents, I didn't know this at the time. They were taking that $300 and putting it in an account till I moved out. And then they gave it to me
Oh, that was nice.
for like a down payment on something. So when I had $900 when I moved out because I said like $300 a month. So I lived there 3 months.
Yeah.
They gave me $900. So that was like my first month,
nice.
first and last month's rent on
Perfect.
my place in Duluth. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So, but now, knowing what I know now, I would have fucking lived there as long as I could, saved all my money, put it in an account.
I think about that all the time.
Shit, by the time my parents would have kicked me out, I probably could have paid cash for a fucking house.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, let's start with our first drink. You can choose to try it or not.
Hair of
It's
the
up
dog.
to you.
Yeah, probably make you feel better.
That's what I always do.
Yeah.
Is it a
So what
whiskey
is
one
this?
or no?
That one's the
Sip and pass?
iced tea one.
So we're gonna start with Sip and Pass. This is
yes.
a local company.
This is a moonshine, huh?
The
This
dude
is
in Zimmerman,
moonshine.
yeah.
It's
But
only 20%. So it's nothing like what you had
this
in
is candy.
Tennessee.
Yeah, it is. It's like apple pucker. Or
So what
something.
is this? Did you say this is the tea?
Yeah, the raspberry tea. Lemonade.
So
The raspberry one.
oh, what the
it's
fuck?
just sweet tea.
Oh.
So
Teed off.
you can try it if you don't want to. You can just take a sip.
Oh,
Cheers,
really?
cheers. Welcome.
I jumped the gun.
That's okay. Oh,
Tastes like,
Lemon tea?
yeah.
Yeah, it tastes good.
tastes like lemon tea.
Kind of like a little more potent.
Delicious. Very good.
Little more
A little
potent
mango
fucking
or
twisted
something.
tea.
Something.
I bet that
mango.
hard twisted tea probably tastes pretty close to this, I bet.
Teed Off, it's called, by Sip and Pass, which is, like I
the
said,
tea.
a company from, the people are from Zimmerman.
Oh, God, I love
Just
that
crazy.
sip and pass shit. Oh.
Now, that tastes really good.
This one was.
This is the one I want to
Okay, this
try.
is the raspberry lemonade.
I just am, like,
Thanks, Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a
a
sweet,
sweet
drink
person.
drinker.
Yeah. It's
Ugh.
Give me
it's more
some
of
Kind
a
of give me a
wood.
chill.
more of a
and-
syrupy.
So you want the bourbon.
Well,
like,
you know
you like
what?
the
Or
bourbon.
I just,
whiskey,
I'm
yeah.
like, let's get to the point. That's what.
You're like,
Cheers.
fuck wasting time, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Yeah, which is not a good trait.
Click and, what is it? Clink and drink?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like this one way
Mm,
better.
I
I'm
knew I
not a
would.
tea person, so.
I knew this would be bomb. This one's
Wow.
bomb as
This
fuck.
is good.
Yeah, that's good.
So this is Sip and Pass raspberry lemonade,
Mm.
and it's delicious.
I
Like
need
all
to
of their,
Yeah, you know
Oh.
what? That's great for summer. That'd be a starter.
oh yeah,
That'd be like an 8 a.m. Let's get going. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
no,
Right?
well, been there, done that.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Like
Been there, done that.
one of my jokes on stage is like if and I don't drink on stage really anymore, but like back in the day, like hitting a whiskey and like tastes just like it did at 8 o'clock this morning.
Ooh,
Ah.
ooh. I actually got
Yeah.
goosebumps from
And
that
I
one.
don't drink at 8 in the morning. I'm kidding. Guys.
I do.
Well, I have.
I do it all the
not
time. I still
lately,
do it all
but-
the time.
Do
Yeah,
you-
man.
well,
I'll just go back to bed if I do that.
ugh.
But it's like I don't know.
So he
I'll
works
fucking crap a beer.
Sundays and Mondays are his days off, so it's
Yeah.
just kind of why we do Sundays.
Yeah.
on for the podcast.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yep.
So going back to, okay, so you moved out at 16, you had your own apartment. When did Jeannie like move in with you then?
How about when I'm saying
Because you were 18 and she was 15.
or 16, yeah.
No,
Like
if
she
I
she
remem-
finished high school, she was living with me.
Yep.
She graduated, like, yeah.
No, I was more friends with Cindy, her sister,
Yeah.
back in the day. So
Yeah.
Cindy and I hung out quite a bit. Where is she at now?
Cindy?
Yeah.
I think she lives here, like out in this
Minnesota?
area. Yeah,
Okay.
like I mean, I think she's around Isanti County or
She
here.
is?
She might even
Okay.
be closer to Zimmerman. I'm not
Do you
sure.
not talk with her?
Not much. I mean, we just Facebook. I haven't seen her in person in a long time.
Okay.
You know,
And they were half sisters, right?
yeah.
Yep.
and that was kind of I won't get into it, but like
There was some parental stuff.
Yeah, like Jeannie lived with the step parents.
Yeah.
Like both her parents are dead before she was 10.
Yeah.
10
So I remember
old.
she was getting like Social Security because her parents passed away.
Yeah.
So
that's what that was kind of the trigger. It's like, I'm getting you the hell out of this mess
situation.
Yeah. Like, it's exactly what happened.
Sure.
She's coming to live with me. Her mom said, I'll call the cops. I said, great. I'd love to talk about that.
Yeah, right.
So it was that bad?
Oh, yeah.
Abusive?
Some of that, but it was just, I won't get into it.
Like Cinderella type thing?
It was a lot of favoritism.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so you had... Not recently, but a while back, had sent me a photo of my son when he was little. Yeah. Now, was he at your house?
What? Yeah, with me. Was he holding a guitar? Or no?
I don't remember.
Somebody sent that to me.
Because you're like, I have this photo, and I think it's your son.
Somebody sent that to me, and then I think Jeannie said that was your son. Yeah,
Colton. Yeah, Colton. So Cindy. I know for sure babysat for me once in a while.
Was it out at maybe...
Because it wasn't in my apartment.
Well, we were hanging at Polsky's. You guys were living there at the Sunrise.
At that little cabin. Yeah, maybe it was there.
Because we would go out to Polsky's a lot. Yeah. You know? I ain't seen that guy in forever either.
Is he even alive?
I think he lives in Anoka or something.
Oh, I guess I don't even know. But I haven't seen that guy since then. But how funny. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I love that photo. That's badass. Yeah. Because I know Cindy would babysit for me.
Was it just a picture of him, or was he sitting on my lap, or was he sitting on your lap?
I was not in the picture. Okay. I think it was Jeannie in the picture.
Okay.
Now I have to go back and look.
I bet you it was there then at that little Sunrise Resort.
Maybe it was. Yeah. But yeah, cool.
Like our beginnings were shaky, right? Like I'm talking about when we're young. You're living in that little cabin. It's kind of like me living at the Buckhorn cabin, and
we were kids.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure it out.
We were just little kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like even moving out at 18, I feel like I was young and irresponsible and just fucking should not have been on my own.
But here I was raising a child.
I'm like, what, 15, 16 years old? You guys are on your own? I'm like, I would probably be fucking dead.
You know, my sister had 2 kids before she was 18.
She did?
2 before 18, yeah.
I don't know. I never met your sister.
That was a whole rift in the family, too. Like,
and it was a big deal back then.
Everybody made amends, but like, you know, at 16, I remember those 2, her boyfriend and Melanie, or my parents, the parents getting together. I remember being like 14, listening down the hall, like they're talking about these kids getting married. And I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they get married? like, okay, just have the kid, but you don't have to force this.
You don't have to get married. Thank God I never married Colton's dad.
Yeah, and so, you know. Well.
So at what age did you make it to school till? Or what grade?
16.
So 10th grade?
Oh, yeah.
You finished 10th?
10th grade and probably a month of 11th grade.
Okay.
You're like, fuck this alone.
I made it through 11th and I never went back.
Fools.
Yeah. Do you regret that?
No, you know, I don't.
Did you ever get your GED?
Yeah, exactly.
So did I.
Like I labored.
Because I feel like that was an accomplishment.
I labored. I worked in a paint booth. Actually, it would come this way. I worked down in Rogers. Oh. So I'd cut across here. Did you remember Randy? Yeah, Phillips?
Yeah.
Me and him worked together forever, but, well, not forever, but I mean, you know, in those... in my 20s, I moved to California for about a year. This is kind of a cool story, tangent, but okay, let me go on to that tangent. It's like I moved to California.
That's how this all starts.
It all goes that way.
And I ended up, it was Jeannie's brother. He said, hey, if you want to come out here, I'll give you a job commercial fishing
Fuck yes, that would be awesome.
By the San Francisco Bay, but we were fishing in the Delta. We fished crayfish. Like, man, you'd get $3 a pound for these things. Yep. And the crayfish were huge.
Like damn near a fucking pound?
Yeah, the big freshwater crayfish there. Also, they have the little Louisiana red styles up in farm fields. But
the ones you're talking about look like damn near mini lobsters, don't they?
3/4 of a pound.
Shit.
You know? Yep.
Just gross, though.
Fucking yum.
But my intention, we moved out there. We loaded everything up in a little U-Haul trailer and an old Ford Granada. Yeah. Two hamsters in a cage. Because that's all the pets we could have in the little apartment. Yeah. It was a house by John.
You actually had 2 hamsters? I thought you were talking about driving in that little car.
No.
2 hamsters.
No. 2 hamsters in a cage. And they were Cheech and Chong.
Oh,
yeah. But
Holly got stoned all the time.
So
You're just sitting there blowing.
No, you know what? I had a little
blowing smoke in the cage.
I had a little radio controlled 3-wheeler, and I'd put them on there. And
oh my God!
They drive around.
Do we have video of this?
No,
right?
This is 1987.
I know.
But okay.
We had video back then of the dumb shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like even like when I was a kid, if I would have had a GoPro, fuck, dude, it's. Like you're basically like the Sea Boys on
you
a
would have
fucking
been rich.
on a fucking bullshit budget compared to what these kids got.
I moved to California and we move in with Jeannie's brother. What my intention was, I'm gonna go fish for him for a year, and then I'm gonna go to Hollywood to this Guitar Institute of Technology.
Sure.
I'm 21 years old. Maybe your audience, I can tell this shit, but like the guy that we lived with. We had a big 8-room plantation house, like we were in the middle of a peach grove, or peach tree grove. But the roommate was a big coke dealer. Okay. So he knew all of the Bay Area rock stars. Oh. So the first time
he was our supplier.
Fuck, dude, how do you not end up just dealing coke at that? Like if I think back, because like some of the shit that I've seen, like the Cocaine Cowboys and shit. Yeah. Like if I would have grew up around that shit, I would have just been all about that.
Oh, he was, of course. Well, it's such a fascinating story because his dad,
just the money you could
his dad grew up in the Bay Area, was a really talented artist, like really like art, like sculptures and paintings and stuff. And he was good friends with Timothy Leary, the guy who invented acid. God, I got more stories than you got time for.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah,
but we have to have another game.
And I can already feel there's another part 2 coming.
I can tell you this, like, there's a few things I wanted to say, but it's like I would indulge, but I was always that guy. If you ever you've been partying all your life, and you've been around any cocaine or things like that. There's the guy it's Sunday 5 a.m. He's like, we're out, dude. I'm gonna call the dude. I'm gonna get some more. I'm like, this is my personality. Thank God I have this trait. It's like, I got shit to do. Yeah. I'm done. You put
it away.
Yeah, this is it. So, but the first time, his name was Willie. He's like, hey, you want to come to the studio with me? And we go to the studio, and there's Bill the Electric Church. There's Chuck Ruff. Chuck Ruff was the drummer for Edgar Winter and Sammy Hagar.
Edgar Winter.
Bill
Electric Church was the bass player for Sammy Hagar. He's on all of the I Can't Drive 55, all that. Okay. I'm 21 years old, and he's
living with rock stars and shit.
No, he's going like, you know who that is? I'm like,
fuck no.
Right, how would you know?
And he goes, Chuck Ruff, Frankenstein, don't go down, don't go down.
God, the best song
That's him,
Fuck.
Unfortunately, he passed away at like 65, probably 5 years ago. Fucking greatest dude. Like, I got to jam with him in a bar band. I remember, like, he kept telling me, he said, I see it in you, kid. I see it. You're going to go places, man. He said, I know. I'm 21. This 40-year-old rock star is telling me this, and we're jamming Led Zeppelin.
Jeez.
How fucking sick is that?
Yeah,
dude?
and then
at 21.
Right.
Let me tell you this.
I would think I made it at that point.
No shit. It ain't getting no better.
We could do a whole podcast on my 1 year there, but I got to tell you this story too. So one day, the phone rings at the house, and I pick it up, and the guy goes, "Hey, is Willie around? Looking for Willie B." And I go, "No, he's headed over to Reno," and he goes, "Oh, he's on his way to see me." Well, let him know Merle called.
Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I didn't know.
I'd have been like,
I'll tell him. And then,
what? And then click, fuck.
And then
I'd have just been like, we're going to have to talk for like the next 6 hours.
I go, hey, some guy, Merle called,
Jesus
and he
Christ.
goes, Oh yeah, that's Hag. That's where I'm going to visit to bring him some blow, you know.
Mother of God.
Yeah, like
Damn.
Tommy Shaw called the house once too, like, but
Tommy Shaw.
yeah.
Oh,
but you know what? There was another.
It's nonchalant. It's not a big deal.
There was another thing like okay, so you know that kind of stuff going on and a lot of partying. A year later, I got homesick and I'm like, I can't take this. I'm not going to achieve anything by being high all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So we came home. Okay. That was that 1 year.
So 1 year out there and you were living with all these, big, you know.
Well, no, just I kind of was like introduced. Like that's the thing about, and it happened in Nashville too. It's like that stuff isn't here in Minnesota.
No.
Like when you go to these places where people are you know, Nashville, stand in a line at Starbucks and turn around and Keith Urban's standing there like.
So you started out like pretty heavy duty rock and roll singer, and somehow you transitioned into country. Or was that always on the back burner? Why did that happen?
Okay, so I think I was a bit contrived as a rocker, like I would sing like this, like I got to be growly and stuff. And then when I put it this way, it's like when I wrote rock music, I didn't think it was authentic to me. I thought it was at the time, but it really wasn't.
But that's what you listened to. Yeah. That's what we grew up on.
And then, and then as I kind of sit with myself more and create, the more that I found my thing, you know. And it was like somewhere in between Keith Urban or you know, Cheap Trick or something. It was always a bit of everything. I never knew where I fit. And I bought a CD at a garage sale, Keith Urban, Golden Road, and I'm listening to that and I'm like, this is country. You know, this is
kind of nice.
Yeah. And then I seen Montgomery Gentry at Hinckley Casino. And I'm like, they're playing. I didn't even know who they were, really.
What age was this? What years?
Because it doesn't sound like 80s, 90s country.
Yeah. And they're playing Marshalls and Les Pauls.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe, you know. So then, and also another friend of mine said, you should go, an attorney that I had. So that's a little tangent there too. I got offered a record deal in Los Angeles in 2008 from a company called Fresh to Death Records. Yeah. Okay. They flew me out there.
Really?
Put me up to Sheridan, schmoozed me. We toured big studios. I played at BB King's in Universal City, just acoustic, you know.
Fuck.
And they proceeded to offer a deal for $250,000, $100,000 check when I left. And it was like, go home and clear your schedule and come back and let's make a record. Well, I have a really brilliant attorney. He's from Minneapolis here. Okay. He represents a lot of bigger artists, but he said, Troy, I know this is exciting. I'm sure you want to do it. But he said, don't do these people, this way this is written, he said, I don't even want to negotiate. I can tell they're kind of green and they're going to own everything. Yeah. So, well, anyway, that flipped my switch. And then.
So what did you do with the $100,000 check?
No, I didn't take it.
You didn't take
I couldn't.
Yeah, that would be like a sign-on bonus kind of deal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to take the check and go buy a bunch of cocaine. No. No, but no. Anyway, so that really flipped my switch, and you know, I was playing in a band called To the Core, and we were just doing cover stuff. It was like that cover band stuff was fun and good money, but it never really. Everything in music for me happened after 40, because I shut that off and I went, I'm going to create, not imitate. I'm going to do this, you know. So started getting a lot of tracks on TV, like background music, MTV licensed.
Oh, no shit.
A bunch of songs like directly from me, and they ended up being in like I Used to Be Fat, Mom's Moving In, 16 and Pregnant, Nitro Circus, Party Down South, Jersey Shore.
Holy shit.
And it's those little ditties like if you watch Pawn Stars.
That was you?
Yeah, some of them, you know, there's all kinds of people.
Right.
What did you do on Jersey Shore?
Just little tracks, like in transition. If it's a sappy thing, they probably have one of my ballads in the background, you know.
That's badass.
And then,
well, what I definitely, and I'm sure you've heard it, the Rusko, Minnesota
Okay,
Rusko.
No.
That was him.
You might recognize me
shit.
from
That's
such
him.
hits as
What the
Since
fuck?
1955.
Yep,
What?
that's him.
What?
Minnesota Rusko.
There's-
Now they're bankrupt, but
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
think
One-
I always,
there's one that
I
airs.
always tease. It's because they paid Troy so much money.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I get paid one, work for hire, and then that's theirs. I didn't get any royalties. But
No.
there's one I think still airs that's Minnesota home guys. Do you ever hear that one?
Oh, I haven't heard that one. No.
It's like a real estate thing. But,
Okay.
there was like 3 running up
Some
here at
jingles?
one point. Yeah.
No, do those pay pretty well?
Decent. I get about $3,000 to produce it. And
Okay.
then it's theirs.
This is like a one-time deal
Yeah.
kind of deal.
I wish I
Is
could
it-
get royalties.
Royalties,
Yeah,
But-
because as much as they
Rusko played.
play that
Years
shit,
know.
yeah.
Years,
I just
forever.
did one. It has not been. They're still deciding whether they're going to use it, but for time proof, it's a USA. It's a roofing company like Leaf Guard. They're nationwide.
Sure.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got Ty Bennington's the spokesperson, and I'm like, if that one goes,
You'll get royalties.
well, yeah, and I have a contract that says, that basically they own it, but I can get some of that.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
yes,
That comes from experience, I would imagine, like through
Well,
the years.
right.
no, it's just that when it comes to regional things, the royalty companies don't track that. If it's nationwide, they'll track that.
Sure.
But so talking about, we've gone in so many directions.
I know.
Seriously.
Yeah, go back to
But-
where you
Dude,
were.
that's
Oh,
what happens.
so-
We'll be
okay,
talking
that's
about
here's where
fucking
we're-
hamsters, and then you're fucking talking about Tommy Lee doing blow on the fucking guitar or something.
Here's where
Some
we
stripper's ass.
Here's where we were, where it's like that music creating, like I flipped my switch there
Yes.
around and found myself like, and when I wrote songs and I found out like, oh, it kind of fits the Nashville thing. A friend of mine said, you should go down there. And I went down there in 2012 and took a little songwriting workshop. Got to
Oh, you
meet,
did?
yeah, I got to meet some songwriter, A&R guys, record label songwriter reps,
Okay.
publishers. And that was at the Bluebird Cafe, this whole workshop.
I have a whole segment of that.
So
Bluebird?
they,
Bluebird, yeah.
every one of them record company people, I just asked, I said, you think I should be here? And they said, yeah, man, you seem like you know what you're doing. And if we want to sign you as a writer, you got to be here, So then I went home and told Jeannie, I'm like, man, my heart is screaming to be there. And like, the hardest thing about moving is getting your stuff from here to there. It ain't living.
Yeah.
It's like, so I said, let's go for it. We were kind of in debt up here, the whole housing crash.
Oh,
like
yes.
left
Oh
everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, and I had built a nice studio at my house there
Oh.
in Harris,
Yeah.
Like
So that make it even fucking harder. to
we
leave.
barely broke even and got out from that. But
Sold your place.
yeah, and then it was we lived there in Nashville for a year, and then the kids, everybody kind of settled in and like, well, let's buy a place, and and our cost of living went way down,
Yeah.
and we're just like,
So I
all right,
suppose
let's
Nashville
stay.
hadn't gotten like it is now.
No, yeah, it has blown up.
I was just gonna
tenfold.
say, since you've been there since 2008, how much more drastically has it just like commercialized, like a mini Vegas compared to what it used to be?
It's stupid. The star
Yeah.
bars, like someone has a hit song, I got a bar.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
And you go in them bars, and I'm dissing it because Broadway is just a big old,
Like the Las Vegas Strip.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tourist trap basically
it's
now.
good to visit, go have some fun.
Yeah.
But man, it is not like I'm in this position when people come to town now. They're like, "Hey, let's go down to Broadway." I go, "You guys go have fun."
Yeah.
Broadway's
yeah.
the main drag there.
Yeah. Just like
I
the
can't-
strip in Vegas.
Where everyone that visits Nashville is, and I say should go and go,
Yeah,
walk
if you've
it
never
during-
been there,
If you've
yeah.
never been there, but yeah, we found ourselves the couple times that we were there, like, and Mike and I did this in
I've never
New
been.
Orleans as well. Like, everyone said, don't go off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, yeah,
because that's
that's exactly what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna
we
take
had
pictures and
so
videos.
much more fun, like off the tiny little
Side
shithole bars.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dive bars. No,
Dive
dive
bars.
bars in Hollywood are fun too.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, when I got married in Vegas in 1991 to Jim, we rented a car, we drove to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, went to the Whiskey, and what's the other one that was next to that? Damn it.
The Rainbow.
Was it the Rainbow?
Or
One of them
Gazzari's or
no, I think it was the Rainbow. We went to the Whiskey.
Roxy.
The Roxy.
Roxy's
That's what
right
it
next
was.
to the Rainbow.
Okay. So we went to the Whiskey, but then the Rainbow was closed because REO Speedwagon was doing a private show there. Or
Yeah.
the Roxy was closed.
Roxy,
we never got in there. But yeah, we had so much fun. We ended up just cruising around in our rental car and hitting all the just shitty bars off of
You know, I got a fun story. It's like when I was, I would go down and stay right a street behind Hollywood Boulevard. I would go to this ASCAP music expo thing, you know, and just network and stuff. And one night, it changes that night. You got all the tourists and all this stuff on Hollywood Boulevard there. And then at night, it's like a lot of the homeless people and come out. But I went and got a pizza over at Manelli's, I think it is. It was old joint where, you know, Sinatra and Dean Martin, all these people used to hang out, all these cool pictures, piano bar, you know, like I love that Rat Pack era stuff.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Anything gangster.
Yeah. And so I had, this pizza was so dang big. I had like one slice, and then I walked down the boulevard and just gave away.
To start handing out pizza.
Someone sitting in this, you know, entryway of a retail store or whatever. I'm like, hey, do you want a piece? By the time I got, you know, 2 blocks down, the pizza was gone. Everybody was grateful.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Did you ever play at the Whiskey?
Nope.
Never did. Or any of those
The only
bars?
place I played was a place called Cozy's.
Okay.
And then BB King's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was just a lot of
the Whiskey is kind of where like Guns N' Roses and like Motley Crue kind of got their I would say their start.
Oh.
You know, back in the day. And
yeah. This is the bar on that movie, The Dirt?
I think the Whiskey.
Yeah.
Yes, the Whiskey was on The Dirt. Yep.
Yeah. And I remember standing
God, I
there
love
at the
that movie.
Rainbow. And I turn around and there's this tall black lady. It's like Macy Gray. I'm like,
what?
Macy Gray right there.
What
Nice.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Wasn't there some other like guitar player who
Lemmy Kilmister.
Huh?
Lemmy from
Lemmy.
Motorhead.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What?
Always sitting at
he
the
was
bar there.
always there.
Yeah, he had his
You
little
know, did
spot.
he have like a fucking apartment or
Mike
something
loves
right
him.
above
Yeah,
it?
he
or-
lived close to there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
My buddy
didn't
was
know,
telling
but-
me about that.
And
he
a
was
really,
telling me some fucking
really
cool
humble, small little joint you could hardly even
Yeah.
walk in. His apartment, one studio apartment.
Right,
you know?
right. Just this legendary fucking rock star.
Yellow
Just-
smoke stained walls.
It just lives in this little fucking roach motel fucking of apartment.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tell us about Here We Are, Babe.
Here we are, babe. Okay,
A little
so
song you wrote.
yeah, that was the story, kind of the story of us meeting. You know, like
you and Jeannie.
Yeah, you know, it was about bonfires and Miller Lights. You know, and
Oh,
and
the
how
best times ever.
It's a song based about our life, not really a life story, but it's kind of like a reflecting and looking back, like, you know, like
We made it.
yeah.
Like, and we're still together.
Can you believe the shit? We're like, we're
You're
still here.
together, and we're still here,
Yeah.
and we're still kicking, and
Yeah.
but like,
Even though we've wanted a divorce a few times, but we're not.
I get it though. I mean,
Yeah, we all have them peaks and
marriages
valleys.
Yeah.
go through those ups and
Yeah.
downs like that.
If you're
now, how many
together
years-
that long, it's not
How
fucking
many
all.
years married are you celebrating?
32.
Damn, that's
But
fun.
so
That's crazy.
So
But
we've
longer, I like because you didn't marry right away.
been together seriously since '84. How many years is that?
Yeah, that's a long time.
42
84.
years.
Yeah, that's
A
a year.
long time.
That's a year after I was
People
born.
just don't do that anymore. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Well, and I think it really all was because we needed each other. Like we both
Feed it off each
But I
other.
mean, that
We
was in
just
the
were-
beginning.
we needed
But I
each other
mean,
to survive.
You still feel like
and
you
have-
need her?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's funny because like I was the breadwinner before we moved to Nashville, and then she had finished college and got her CPA, and like she got in a job where she really thrives.
Good.
You know, and
She's an accountant?
Yeah.
Nice.
So she carries the health insurance. You know,
and then you can live the rock star life.
I so want to make it like you don't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that's how everyone would.
Yeah. I'm content with what we've got.
And if she's content, and obviously she is because she's still around.
She's always like, when are you going to get a real job? I'm sick of paying the bills. No.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, it works. It works. It's even, we went through so many things that it's even better now.
But you're talking 40 years.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Like, honest to God. But you're still together and you've never thrown in the towel, or neither one of you have. And
do you know that song? So my friend Lauren Massetti sang the girl part.
The girl part?
That. Yeah. And she's like been on the Opry a few times. She's been on American Idol. She is right now rising pretty big.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
She's like 32. Really, really great singer.
I
Really
was
pretty girl.
I don't know her obviously.
Yeah, and she's a paisan. She's not Italian.
Nice. Nice.
Where can you listen to that song? Do you got it on CD or
YouTube.
Spotify?
You can go to YouTube, Spotify.
Yeah, it's a really good song. YouTube has all of
There's two videos on YouTube.
There's a video, yeah.
Oh, no
one is just kind of a canned
like you did it yourself kind of deal?
No, it's just put together with a bunch of stock footage.
Oh, okay.
And then there's one that is pictures of me and Jeannie growing up.
Oh, no shit.
Like from the time where like
is that one on YouTube too?
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
Because I watched the other one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, look
What's
for
it
the
called?
other one. There's one, but slideshow.
Here we are, babe.
Here we are, babe.
Slideshow, a bunch
You
of
can have this
pictures.
one.
Kind of tried to put it in a transition from where we started to where we are.
Oh, that's fucking sweet. So
That's
just
badass.
like
I
a
haven't seen that
basically like a
one.
timeline of pictures from then.
Because I'm like, I feel like the video, the actual video that you guys made, she's got the curly hair like Jeannie has, so it kind of looks similar.
Did you see the picture of us two standing? We both got smokes in our hands. We are 15 and 18.
Right. Well, and I basically lived that with you guys, but
that's right.
I did not see that.
She had a problem with you smoking, but yet she's got a cigarette in her hand.
Now that was when she was
Shifty
12 or
little fucker.
13, so I understand. But by the time we're 14 and 15, or she was 14, 15, we're all.
You're a bad influence on her.
dollar pack smokes back then.
Yeah.
What are they now? Like 15?
Dude, they're $120 for a carton. I just bought some for one of my friends in because in North Dakota they're cheap as fuck.
Cheaper.
So it's like $90 in North Dakota. Yeah. I'm like, you pay this much? She's like, fuck you. They're like $130 if you buy it here. I'm like, what?
Wow, yeah.
Go
Tennessee,
through
it's a little cheaper because of tobacco growing down there.
Oh, yeah.
But,
No,
I fucking thought cigars were
Is there
expensive.
smoking down there in the bars?
No, I don't. No, it's the same as here.
It
It's
is, okay.
You can if you're a performer.
Sure.
You can say it's part of your gig, but
Shifty fuckers.
I feel like Aaron Lewis always is smoking.
Get away with whatever.
You can. Yeah. I quit that habit when I was 35, but I smoked from 15 to 35, 20 years.
What's his face?
How did you quit? Did you just quit cold turkey?
Oh, yeah, because what we were talking about, like when you get to drinking, and I would smoke like 2 packs in an hour, and then the next morning we wake up.
What was with that? Yeah.
I wake up.
We always had to smoke when we drank, like back in the day. Like it just went together.
Well, it's like cigar. I don't smoke at all, but like cigars, I love cigars and whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of go together.
That time I went like, you cost me $5. You taste like shit.
Exactly.
And you don't make me feel very good. And I had there was
and
like
stink.
they were
clothes
merits,
smell
by
like
the way,
fucking
merits.
ass.
Merits.
And then I had like 3 in there, and I just went.
Still yellow. Soft packs.
Yep. I just crushed it. Crushed the 3 smokes in there.
You're like, fuck this shit. I'm done.
Do they even make those anymore? Merits.
Merit. Yeah.
I don't even know.
That's how my mom. My mom
Marlboro
quit
Lights and
cold
Merits.
turkey too. I think she actually has the last cigarette she ever.
She kept it.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So now you were Isanti, Cambridge kid or whatever, Isanti, but it was Budweiser.
Michelob's.
You drink Michelob's?
The fancy gold.
We did the
Like
Budweiser, the red and white
MGDs?
cans.
Yeah, well, just the
Marlboro's
Michelob,
red
kind of
with
that sexy little bottle with the gold label.
The slim, yeah.
I wish they made Michelob, the original
The
Michelob.
original Michelob.
My parents used to drink MGD and MGD Light like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Never liked that beer, but I feel like Budweiser was our era.
There was a lot of Bud drinkers.
A lot of Bud.
They went from MGD to MGD.
We were drinking Pfeifers, and if we could afford it, it was Michelob. Yeah.
Oh God, funny Pfeifers.
Pfeiffer.
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
What was that one? Kingston.
Pfeifers. I've never even heard.
There was
of that
another
shit.
$5 a case beer. Returnable bottle.
Returnable bottle.
Like fucking Steel Reserve. I just watched some dude walk out with that shit. I'm like, whoa.
It does taste like, we talked about this.
You forgot your fucking spoon,
tastes like
so
a
you
metal
can eat
can.
it. Yeah.
Then I found probably in my
if you want to get fucking ripped quick,
I found how liquor, the old, it was just like, it was just quicker, didn't have to pee as much, weren't so full, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go that.
All right, we're gonna talk about Bad Jack, Barber Jeans, Isanti Rodeo, and the 90s band days.
Man.
So let's get started on that.
Isanti Rodeo, like in the fucking Isanti Rodeo
days.
Yep. Let's talk about Bad Jack. Let's see, how did that get started? That was your band, correct?
Well, no, kind of Dave started.
It was
that.
I thought you started that.
No, so I had like started going down to the cities from where we're at up here in Isanti County, and I'm like, I was wanting to meet more. I wanted to do original rock music, And then that kind of fizzled out, and I was back home doing nothing. And Dave said, "Hey, why don't you come play with my band?" They were called something else, Gesture, maybe.
Okay.
They had a different drummer, and then another guitar player, and just the short stories. Like, I said, "I'll come play with your band, but I know a better drummer, and I know, and I don't want to do 3 guitars. You got to get rid of that other guy or whatever."
Okay.
And we became good friends anyway. Sure. Eric Tingblad.
Okay.
I hated that moment, but so then we just then I was back to, let's just go play some bars. I wasn't chasing any original music.
Sure.
And just had fun and brought Heavy Kevy, the drummer that I met in the Twin Cities, and joined the band. And then, we proceeded to just play around here.
So you're lead guitar, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Dave was the singer?
Yeah, we all sang, actually.
Okay.
Whoever could sing that song or whatever
the best.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, so when was this? Sorry.
94 through 98 for me.
Yeah. Okay. So for some reason, I had it in my mind you started Bad Jack, but it was Dave Noreen.
It was Dave, and they were a different band. And then when I joined, we changed the dumbass joke was like, the speaker ain't working. What's the problem with it? And it's like, Bad Jack. There's a Bad Jack on there. And then one day we go like,
it's a bad name.
Finding a name for a band is always like hard because no one can agree. It's like ordering pizza. What you want?
Yeah.
So one day I go,
everyone has
that
different
Bad
take.
Jack. We're going with that, man.
Oh.
I think we both decided that. Or
Dave
said
cool
it,
name.
and I radared it. Like, that's cool. Do that.
So I remember going to Barber Jeans in Harris.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where I originally had listened to Bad Jack.
Yeah.
Now that you say Livewire, though, I probably
we played
watched
Barber
you
Jeans.
play there too.
It was McWilliams, remember?
Remember McWilliams? Yes.
Gosh, yeah.
That was a long time
ago. Then
we
Bad Jack got into the whole biker circuit and the A-Bait stuff. We did play the Hell's Outcast party out there in Baroon.
Okay.
We played. That was crazy. The Hell's Outcast.
Oh, I bet
those guys. Let me tell you a quick story about a hard ass biker. Okay. It's Chain Lightning and Bad Jack. We're going to play. We're walking into this Hell's Outcast party, right? And walking with a guitar. Well, to prefix it, I'd be in the grocery store. I'd be whatever. This lady would go like, "Hey, Jersey, how's it going?"
Jersey?
Call me Jersey.
Okay.
And then I just go, next out. You don't recognize me, do you? I'm like, nope. She says, "You Jersey?" I'm like, nope. Happened to me a few times with a few different people.
So they thought you were someone else?
Must have had a doppelganger.
Okay.
I go to this party. Walking in, here's this like 6'7" big badass biker. This guy's just beelining it for me. He's just looking right at me. And I go, and Trent Bolt was walking with me, played bass in Chain Lightning, and he's Hell's Angel now. But I go, who's this dude, man? He's coming right at me. Comes right up to me. He goes, all of a sudden he gets over me, towering. He goes, you fucking Jersey? You fucking Jersey? I'm like, nope. He goes, bullshit. You look just like him, you know? And then Trent goes, no, this is Troy. He's in the band playing here. And he goes, you look just like, he goes, you can lucky that guy fucked my wife.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't want to be Jersey.
He's looking like he's about to twist some rings,
he's just like taking them all off. Just like,
oh my God.
Yeah, turn them so they don't leave.
So they're like knuckles.
You know, but anyway, that's
Jesus.
See these memories pop up.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be Jersey.
So then we played a lot of we played
250
state rallies and stuff like that.
Oh, down at Medina?
Hudson,
Oh,
Hutchinson, maybe.
Oh, okay. Because I know Medina Ballroom always would have.
Yeah, these were big outdoor concerts with a few bands, you know.
I feel like the big
that's where I thought
rallies.
I had seen you a few rallies too, didn't
Probably.
I? Yeah.
The Medina.
Oh.
But Medina Ballroom would be the big A-Bait rally.
What was the last thing I seen at Medina?
That's I played the Medina Ballroom a few times.
Did you?
Yeah.
As Bad Jack?
No,
or
Troy Castellano. Was the Troy Castellano group. We played their New Year's Eve with GB Layton, the Millennium New Year's Eve.
Oh.
1,700 people, man. Like, that was pretty cool.
That was cool. What's your biggest draw? Where, like, you've played with in front of the most people?
Most people that I played in front of was probably up in Brainerd at BIR.
Okay.
We were after the drag race on a Saturday night, 3,000 people out there.
Okay.
It was nuts, man.
Damn.
But no, opening for all these big bands like Warrant, Styx, Slaughter, like they had to have had a big crowd.
They were on their downslide, you know, the whole Nirvana and grunge rock crushed everything. We were playing like 500 person ballrooms, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like Buffalo, Duluth, Mankato.
Okay.
So we would go open up for them bands.
So they were like, Nirvana.
Superior Club once, you know, like
that.
Do you remember Superior? I seen you and Jim up there, that bar up by Duluth, but on the other side, the Wisconsin
Superior.
side. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love it over there.
The
like
Pacific
the
Club.
Anchor Bar.
The Pacific Club. There was a guy named Rondo that used to run it. Like, he was from
And you were
Minneapolis.
playing there? We were there?
Yep. You and Jim were there one night. Yep.
Good memory.
I'm talking 1997.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that would have been us for sure. Funny.
Oh, I love it up there.
So
there's a strip bar right next door. So we'd stay up there for a week.
I remember that now. Because we were in that strip club.
I think it was called the Lamplighter.
Yes. I remember that now.
we would play all night, and then we'd get up around 4 p.m. and go have a few drinks and watch the strip.
Yeah.
They would give you the old miners caps with the fucking lights on them with the old lamplighter. Remember that?
I didn't know. I never got the cap.
You could get the cap and you'd have the light shining right on the girls. Oh yeah. Yep.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Isanti Rodeo. I'm assuming you played there.
I never did play the rodeo.
You didn't?
But you know what? I lived right in the middle of Isanti by the little community center there. Mm-hmm. So every time rodeo days would come around, I lived there for about 3 years. Okay. We had a big party. Okay. Everybody come to my house.
Seems like there's always a big party there. That whole thing is just a big party atmosphere.
Yep. And then we get lit and go hang out at the rodeo. Dance.
Yeah. Or the VFW.
I remember
the Isanti V.
When that first rodeo first came to Isanti, I lived in town there, so I was like 10 years old. Man, I had the cowboy hat, I had the boots, I had the belt with my name in the back. White, you know,
big ass fucking shiny belt buckle too.
Yeah, I thought it was. See, I'm like, when people talk about music, you know, rock or pop or country or whatever, it's like, I'm a bit of every bit of it. Yeah. Like it all influenced me. I was a Kiss fan first and foremost.
Oh my God. Loudest concert I've ever been to.
Yeah.
The loudest concert I've ever been to was Kiss.
I was really heartbroken when Ace Frehley died here last year. Yeah. And Eddie Van Halen. I mean, I don't cry when celebrities die, but when they did, I'm like,
did you?
put on a record, and yeah, it still makes me emotional.
I don't think I've ever cried when a celebrity died. Only just recently when Charlie Kirk got slaughtered.
Yeah.
That really impacted me and disturbed me, because like that was our thing. Like we'd watch his YouTube channel like almost every single night, just watch.
Yeah.
Because he just made so much sense,
Right.
Like then he'd
bring logic into it.
Him doing the college, stuff or whatever. But yeah, that's probably the only person that I've ever been super.
It's kind of,
and then how he died, obviously.
It's weird how, because you feel like I say with the guitar players, for me it was like, they were on top of my mind a lot. Like, my life.
I guess
so.
Ozzy I didn't cry over Ozzy, but
I was sad too. I was bummed.
Really bummed. Yeah. We talked about
kind
that
of
on
a different
podcast.
attitude for a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I get more sensitive and emotional the older I get.
Oh,
too.
for sure.
Well,
I think we just do. I mean, honestly.
Actually, no, I'm a hard actor.
I never fucking cried.
Yeah.
So I have a question about Battle of the Bands. Were you in that, and did you win it?
Yeah, well, KQ's Battle of the Bands.
KQ's Battle of the Bands. Did you win?
Yeah.
What band?
It was Troy Castellano band.
It was.
So that was me pushing my original and doing that.
Okay.
You want a funny story? It was
I do remember that, but I didn't know it was Troy Castellano band.
Funny stories.
Badass.
Like, I got chicken pox. I'm 42, 3 years old.
You get so sick as an adult.
I got chicken pox, and I had entered the band. I sent my original songs to KQ, and then we got in the top 10 for voting. And then I'm laying there in bed. I was sick for like a week and just blistered like nasty on the palms of my hands, bottom of my feet, roof of my mouth, in my nose, like
on
in
your
my ears.
Fucking palms of your hands?
Yeah, like crazy.
When you're an adult and you get chicken pox, you get it
and the
super
doctor
bad.
told me, he said that's all inside too, in your esophagus and in your stomach. And like, so anyway, super sick. And I'm watching the voting go down, checking results. And it's like, wow, we keep creeping up. All right.
So cool.
Wow, we're the top 4. When does this go down? Because I'm sick as shit, When does this go down? Like 3 weeks, So, okay, we're battled at the Medina Ballroom.
Oh, it was. Okay.
With 4 bands. And then, we prevailed. There was a friend of mine that hired a bus and brought 50 people on a bus down there to watch, support.
Nice. That's fucking sweet.
And then we won. And then it's like, all right, you get to open up for Cheap Trick and Styx.
Well, that was at
Midway Stadium.
Oh, Midway Stadium.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, when does that go down? Because I am still all pock-faced,
Really?
No.
And yeah, for sure 3 weeks after. Then it was another 3 weeks. So by 6 weeks, it's just red marks.
Oh, really? Shit, I thought you'd have been all fucking cleared up after 3 weeks.
Give it on the tip of my
but
nose
when you're an adult, you get them so bad. That's why people, when you have a baby, you expose your kid to chicken pox, because if you don't, you want your kid to get them.
If you touch the blister and it would burst, then it would like leave a scar. That's a couple of them I got.
Jim had chicken pox as an adult as well.
Yeah.
And he got
very
sick. Yes.
Oof.
Very sick.
So
that sounds fucking brutal.
Yeah, then we won, and I got to go play at Midway Stadium with Cheap Trick. This is a cool story too, is like Cheap Trick was a big influence of me when I was 10, 11, 12 too. Like that live at Budokan, I Want You to Want Me, Surrender.
Absolutely.
Ain't That a Shame? And I would jump on my bed with a broomstick handle singing that, But Cheap Trick, I'm a big fan of that band. I always have been, and seen them in concert a few times. And actually, then that day, like after the show was over and them guys arrived, I'm like, I had the chance to meet them all.
Sure.
And Robin Zanders, the singer, and I go, hey, dude, I just want to tell you, like, man, I mean, I know you hear it all the time, but I opened the show for you, and, you're the link to why I was here, And then he goes, after I introduced myself, he goes, I know who you are. I shit my pants. I'm like,
this motherfucker knows my name.
He goes, yeah, my nephew lives here in Minneapolis, and he was telling me all about you. I'm like, okay.
So now do you feel like you fucking made it?
I know. I feel like there's all these lights going off. Like, oh no, I made it.
I know who you are. I'll never forget it. I'll
Badass.
never forget it. Like,
that's gangster as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know what also was cool was Joey Mullen from Badfinger was there. He passed away a while back, but Joey used to live in Minneapolis, and I'd run into him in Guitar Center. And Badfinger was badass band, you know.
What was their song? I feel like they're one.
I don't know any of these.
They did Without You, I think, was a big hit. That big ballady song. They had that. What was that song?
This was in the days of like the rock
one
ballads.
That started out with a dial tone. Doo, 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 doo. What was that song? I can't name it off the top of my head, but brilliant songwriting band. Sure. Tragic story. Go watch the documentary about.
Is there a documentary?
Yeah, about Badfinger, because the two writers. I wish I could remember the songs because you guys all know them, but they were huge songs, and the two writers that in that band, the band never made money. The record company just robbed them. They were signed to Beatles records, Apple Records.
Maddie, can you Google Badfinger?
Badfinger songs,
hit songs, please.
And then so one of the singers, you know, they were just always so broke, and it's like everybody knew who they were, everybody knew these songs, and one of the guys killed himself, and then about another year later, the other writer killed himself. It's like they just kind of got robbed, you know. Like I don't think it was the Beatles.
What's the song that pops up?
Baby Blue.
Yeah, Baby Blue. That was the last song on Breaking Bad.
Is that the one you talk about?
No. Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Like the very end where he's laying there.
What do you mean you fucking tried to watch it?
I could not get into that show.
Okay. I'm not holding it against you. I'm
just
saying.
Right?
I tried to watch it.
It's kind of like Game of Thrones. Everybody into that. I've been trying.
I've never watched I still haven't watched Game of Thrones.
What?
Love Game of Thrones.
What songs did they have?
Day After Day. No matter what.
Day After Day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, play that.
What else? What other ones?
You're gonna get copyright strike. You can't play that.
No matter what. Without You.
No matter what you are.
Yep.
Oh, I know.
Come and Get It.
Yeah. If you want it, come and get it. They had a bunch of hits.
Carry On Till Tomorrow.
So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho, thank you, man.
If you're into music docs, their story's really good. But I got to, hang with Joey Mullen and
badass.
Yeah, he's a legend, you know.